Hi. So, Tony Swain comes to, well, first of all, when I get there, they put me up in a hotel. It was weird. It was called the Hempel, and I guess it's where like a lot of kind of exclusive people stay at this hotel, like actors and kind of A-list people like stay at this. It's there's no signs on it. It's kind of hidden away, and it had like this really weird stuff. Like I just remember white everywhere. It almost looked like an insane asylum, but it was just everything was pristine and white. And then there was like this row of flowers with all the heads cut off and trimmed, so just the green stalks were like coming out of these vases, like, and just I guess arty stuff like that, and so I get put in, and one of my other fears, one of my phobias, one of my many phobias, was hotel fires. I don't know, like I always like ran like at whatever hotel I was staying in, I always had to make sure that I stayed on like the fifth floor or lower, and so that the fire ladders could get up to it, and checking fire alarms and making sure that there's sprinkler heads in my room, and just like wacky stuff like that. So I get put up at the Hempel, and there's no doorknobs on the doors anywhere. You have to like kind of do this weird push, and all the doors kind of like push in and pop open, and it was so strange. And anyway, it's like the middle of the night. I'm there my first night, and the fire alarm goes off, and I am just like can't get out of my room because there's no doorknobs, and I'm like pushing and pushing, and it won't pop open, and the fire alarm's going off, and just visions of me just like dying in this really weird hotel, like was just like I was completely convinced that I was going to die. And I finally popped the door open. I don't even have any shoes on, and I'm running around, running again on the floor of the hotel doing laps, and then I would come back to my door again. It was like a scene out of Spinal Tap, and I'm like, how do I keep missing where is the exit? Well, they don't have the word exit anywhere in this hotel. It's just a picture of a man running, and I didn't really put it together that was the exit. Like I didn't get it that the man running was like somewhere on that wall was a seamless door that you would have to pop open to get out. And anyway, I did a couple more laps, and I was pretty hysterical at this point because the sirens are really loud, and I'm sure I'm trapped in this fiery hotel. And I push the door where the man was running, and it pops open, and I run down the stairs, and I opened up the door, and I yelled, "Fire!" And everybody in the lobby just kind of looks at me like, what is going on with you? And I'm like, nobody's panicked. Everyone's like chill. And I go to the front desk, and I'm like, there's a fire in the hotel? And they're like, no, it's a false alarm. Sometimes the alarm just like goes off. And I was like, I'm not staying here. I'm not staying here. And he's like, what? I'm like, nope, not going back to my room. I'm staying right here in the lobby. And they actually called my record company in the middle of the night and moved me because I refused to stay in this weird hotel. And it just so happened on their property, just across the road, was 3 apartments. And so I got put up in one of the apartments, like in the middle of the night, because I refused to go back into my room. And Nick Nolte and his son were staying at the apartment below me. So it was pretty funny. But yeah, that's where I stayed for a long time, was in that Hempel apartment. And it was very swank, had a sunken living room, and yeah, it was pretty swank.